Well, hello, Bear Watchers. We are getting ready to edit the Monday measures, and there are 3 meal plans. So it's a lot of content, and I don't know how it's going to come together yet. But I think what we're going to try to do, because a lot of these meal plan things are pretty simple, we're going to try to put for next week the shopping for the meal plans with the meal plan. So let me know what you think, because that might be a little bit long. Should I put the shopping separate, or should I put the shopping and the meal plan together? So let me know. But I want to let you know that this is what we're gonna do, because we're meal planning. So we're gonna, put the meal plans up. We know what we're eating for the week. And this week we did the 3 meal plans that we did actually lasted us the whole week. I did 2 of them on one day, and then I made another one 2 days later, so that way we can kind of rotate through things and we have something a little different to eat every day. So didn't you like that, Mary?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were all really delicious recipes too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they tasted better like after they had sat a couple days, because I had leftovers the day after, or like the prepped meal, and then I had the same one of this particular chicken one the next day after, so like 2 days later, and I feel like it was so much better after like all the flavors marinated in it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of fresh herbs and things, and like the roasted tomatoes. Yeah, I think it was all really good.
Yeah.
Now, Heather did not like the roasted tomatoes and the chickpea, and I think it's because the chickpea reminded her too much of nuts, which she's allergic to, even though they weren't nuts, but it's just, the consistency.
I guess they're kind of similar to cashews.
Yeah. So there you go. There's our Monday measures. And I want to also give you an update on the Halo band. For me, it's not really working well. And when I went into the app to look at the reviews, they really weren't good on the app. For purchasing the band, the reviews were good, but the app, it wasn't good, because people even had, like one, like a iPhone thing on one, and then the Halo on another, and the Halo wasn't counting a lot of the exercise. And that's the problem I'm having. Because it goes by your heart rate for your exercise. It's not applying a lot of my exercises, because my heart rate and my blood pressure is actually pretty low. So it has me as being sedentary, even when I'm working at work. It's not detecting. It's saying I'm sedentary. And if you saw the last video, last Monday, it deducts points if you're sedentary for more than 8 hours. So yesterday, we went walking quite a bit. We went to all these bazaars and stuff, and then I came home and I sat down to edit, and because I was sitting for 10 hours, and sitting in the car, driving back and forth to places, and it deducted all of my exercise points. So I ended up with 0 points for the day yesterday. So yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, we did a lot of walking.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, so I'm not even worried about it right now. It's tracking my sleep really well, and that's actually what I wanted it for, and my heart rate. So I wanted it for, to track my heart rate.
And then it's got lots of really good
recipes.
suggestions.
We like the recipes. So the meal plans that you're going to see, other than the spaghetti squash one, was the other 2 meals were from the meal plan. And then the meal plans that you're going to see for this week, all 3 of them are from the meal plan from the Halo Watch. So we'll get you to the Monday measures, and let me know what you think about separating the shopping from the cooking. If you want 2 different videos, or if it's okay, just put it all together. So, all right, we'll get you to the cooking. I put my spaghetti squash on thaw in the microwave for a little bit, so it'll be easier to cut. And I'm gonna put that in the Instant Pot. And there it is. It's all gutted and in the Instant Pot. We're gonna put it on seal. And then I think it's already set for 7 minutes for manual. Yep, because that's what I cook my eggs on, my hard-boiled eggs. Oh my gosh, the crazy hair. But we're gonna let that quick release after 7 minutes. And in the meantime, I gotta bake my tomatoes and stuff because that's gonna take longer than the squash.
Not gonna lie. I question why you have a hammer on the sink, and now
I used a hammer to get the knife through the squash. But I even heated it up in the microwave. Somebody said heat it up in the microwave and it'll be softer to cut. Okay. Anyways, I'm still weak. I don't know. So you all know I don't use the feta cheese. I use the Boursin cheese. And this has garlic in it, but we really like garlic. So I'm going to add some more garlic. And you can add your own spices that you like. But I'm putting thyme and some minced onion and some basil in there. And then it'll go in the oven for about 35 minutes. And then I'm going to add some spinach to it and cook it for another 10 minutes. And then it'll, and I'm going to add some, I have a little bit of ricotta left. I'm going to throw that in there just to get it gone. So, yeah, just, get rid of the things that are in the fridge.
So, what are you making?
It's, I forget what it was called. It's called garlic thyme chicken with cauliflower, potatoes, and olives. It's Mediterranean.
Nice.
So these are much bigger than 4-ounce chicken breasts, and because we're making portions, I'm gonna cut them up into 3 each. They're frozen. We just bought these. From the refrigerator section.
Yeah.
At the butcher.
Yeah, it's Safeway.
That's all right. I always put sea salt in my salt shaker. So that's sea salt.
Smell like chicken.
Season it with some pepper. I'll mix that up.
Don't breathe it in.
And then we're going to use the
Balsamic sauce stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Marinade.
You have to figure out how to open it. A tablespoon.
It looks like more than a tablespoon.
Well, there's a.
Oh,
I think there's a lot more chicken there than what it calls for.
Looks like gravy.
I know. And then garlic. Go get
Wanted chicken.
Ooh.
Oh. A squirt of garlic.
Yeah.
Stir, stir, stir.
And mix that up really good so that way it soaks while we're preparing the rest of the meal.
Flicking stuff at yourself.
Yeah. It was soaking wet, you know, and that makes you wonder how much water you pay for when you buy this stuff and it's soaking wet. You know, because you're paying for it by weight.
Right.
Thought about this? Do you use this? The bags are net. You can just wash right through the bag.
Just opening our bag of potatoes next to our kitchen hammer. What is this doing here? Ooh, purple.
Just one.
Oh, something green here.
We're supposed to have shallots, but I just put some green onions in there.
Okay, cool.
Put some seasoning salt in there.
Some Johnny's seasoning salt.
Yeah. Throw some oil in there, mix it up, and throw it in the oven.
Cool. Let's get in the olive oil, the good old Kirkland olive oil. Looks so delicious and colorful. Our one purple potato.
So this is really boiling. So I was gonna throw spinach in there and put it back in for about 10 minutes and the ricotta, but since it's so hot and boiling and my other cheese looks like it's done, I'm just gonna throw the spinach in there with the ricotta and mix it up, and that'll be enough heat to wilt the spinach. It's just that little bit of leftover ricotta that I have. I usually put 2 things of Boursin cheese in there, but I'm not making as much because we usually use the big things of tomatoes from Costco.
Oh yeah.
So I'm adding some ricotta. bunch of spinach. Oh, it's
The tomatoes disappeared.
picky about the spinach and take all those little stems off.
Oh yeah.
But we just eat them anymore.
I actually would pluck the stems off when I make sandwiches. I used to make like turkey spinach sandwiches.
See what I mean? That heat's enough to cook that spinach down.
Or what's really good is like that, like Seattle, the waterfront sourdough bread with like fried egg and some spinach and some mayo.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites for breakfast or lunch.
I'm gonna mash all those tomatoes. I was bringing my oven up to temperature for my other recipe because remember I talked about meal prepping and you know you got your oven warm, so just use it for everything that you're cooking.
Yeah. Too hot? Yeah, be careful. I guess see something suspicious out there. She's spinning out the spaghetti squash.
Trying not to burn myself while I do it.
Be careful. Beep. Is that a fur? Did you just lick up a fur?
It would have been
Beep.
cooled off by now because I was waiting for the other stuff to come out of the oven. These things actually make quite a bit in one
Yeah.
spaghetti squash.
Yeah, Mom said she was just gonna make the regular TikTok pasta, and I was like, oh, you can make it healthier by using spaghetti squash.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, you made it in the past with the spaghetti squash, and it's been delicious. It disappears.
Oops.
Oh, you're flinging stuff at me.
Well, you're in the splash zone.
The splash zone.
Can't movie.
The bird's gonna flap around. Snack is all happy. Gave him
Oh, is it your fur? That's
gave him honey seeds.
flying around.
You know what it looks like to me? The Emperor's New Groove, don't they like cook like these giant centipede things, and then
Oh yeah.
and then they like use the straw to slurp out the center? I don't know if it's more like a roly-poly kind of bug thing, but they're like giant and they got blue shells. But the inside is like kind of yellowy orange like this, and they use a straw to like slurp it out. This kind of reminds me of that, especially the way Mom cut it. So now it's like kind of like those roly-poly.
I couldn't cut it even. It was too thick.
Look at that pile.
It won't look that once I stir it all in.
Yeah. So, I have gathered you here for no reason at all. Okay, they're like, whatever. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun.
As I said, one of these makes a lot of.
Yeah.
Squash spaghetti.
Yeah.
That looks like I got it all.
Now to stir it all in. Kibbe. Kibbe's sniffing your peels over. Don't lick the counter. Kip. This is what happens when you get dogs. Little children. Fur babies. Oh, come on.
Oh no!
Mom!
And it's done. So we each got 2 servings of the spaghetti squash. One to eat tonight and one for whenever we feel like we need it for lunches or a dinner tomorrow or something.
It's sizzling.
Very sizzly. We're gonna take our pieces of chicken and just put it in the empty spaces.
Just fitting it in where they.
Yeah, just you can scooch things around.
Tippy tappies.
Let me see. This one's fat.
Get all that juice.
Put it in like big thick pieces. The ones that look like they didn't get a whole lot. Alrighty.
And we're gonna throw it in the oven again. Mom's gotta get her rubber Kermit
Perfect for this.
faces.
Really, really hot handles. Because I've tried to pick those up with gloves before, and it never fails. It always
Still hot.
catches you somewhere, like on your wrist or something.
Oh. They look like Kermit faces to me.
While that's cooking, getting the chicken cooked there, I chopped up some Italian flat leaf parsley. It's about 1/3 cup. And that's going to go in the end, and we're going to zest some lemon and squeeze lemon juice on it. Okay, I pulled it out of the oven. Hopefully my chicken is done. And I forgot about the olives. You don't cook the olives, but I forgot that they were going in there. So I forgot to tell you about them. There's 3. Anyways, we put 16 olives in there. It wasn't working so good with the phone. So I lost my camera person, and it was getting dark. So I had to go get the ring light. And we're gonna throw all that parsley on there. And we're gonna, I'm always backwards to the camera. I'm gonna zest some lemon. Then we're gonna take that lemon and cut it in half and put the juice on there. Ooh, that's still hot. I grabbed that. Did you see that? I grabbed that hot pan. Gonna mix all this up. And I had 4 chicken breasts, and I cut each one into 3 pieces. It smells delicious. So there we go. We got 2 chicken dinners each, all packed up and ready to go. My next recipe is supposed to be whole wheat orzo, and I don't get it because it was marked as gluten-free, but it's whole wheat. So I don't know. So I'm gonna make it with this rice blend instead, and it's gonna take a half a jar of these sun-dried, this is chopped sun-dried tomatoes, and then garbanzo beans. So I got my water going to put my rice in there, and then we'll put it all together. So dogs are tired from chasing other dogs across the fence. My rice is done. So with this rice, I'm gonna put my sun-dried tomatoes in there. I gotta figure out a stand here. So I'm gonna put half of that jar of those sun-dried tomatoes in there with the oil and all. Got some chopped up parsley, about a 1/4 cup of that. Oh my gosh, Kippy. Three tablespoons of lemon juice. And my rinsed and drained garbanzo beans. Mix that all up. And then I'm gonna let it set. It's my lunchtime now, and this is actually gonna be dinner. So we're gonna let all those flavors mix together. And then we're gonna serve it over top of a bed of spinach for salad. It'll be a cold salad. There you go. Looks yummy. This is the way I packed up that. You have a little bowl to heat that up, and then you put it over top of your spinach. I actually had one already. Well, I ate my 2. So I had one with just the cold spinach, and I heated this up and put it over top of it. And then I had one where I actually put it in there and I heated up the spinach, and it was really good either way. But I did not recommend eating the rice cold. Maybe if you did the orzo, it would be good. But yeah, it was really good warm. So there you go.